Hi guys, it's Adam and it is Thursday Talks. What are we on? Episode 17 there. Yeah, I just looked at the video of episode 16, so that's how I knew. Yeah, so I am out in a minute. Well, not in a minute, because then I would have to pause the video, but I mean, in a little while, and I've been out all day, sourcing and stuff. So I am going to try and, well, I sort of have to keep this video short, but we'll see how it works. I am going to maybe whiz through the questions quite quickly because, as I say, I need to be off. So, yeah, and I'm sorry I've not got this uploaded sooner. It's just I've been out and I've been doing things. I've been sorting Lego in the other room and everything else. But you know the drill, I am sure. So, Nigel VGM UK asks, do you suffer from lazy buyers when it comes to feedback? And then he also goes on to state that his ratio for buyers leaving feedback is roughly 3 out of every 10 sales. Yeah, I do suffer with that a bit more recently, actually, which is a bit odd. It seems to me that sort of you get these flurries of people leaving feedback. I don't know whether it's the same for a lot of people, but I seem to get, like, my feedback may stay the same for a few days, and then suddenly loads of people will leave feedback, and I don't know whether it's probably something to do with sales. It probably does correlate with the amount of sales you got a few days prior, but yeah, I'm not too bothered about if people leave me feedback or not, as long as they're leaving positive feedback if they choose to leave feedback. And he just says, should I only leave them feedback if they leave it for me first? No, I leave feedback before they leave feedback in most cases. If you're unsure or the buyer's a bit, maybe communicated with you and just seems a bit off, then I wouldn't leave feedback. And if they give you a negative, then you've still got feedback to give to them. So you sort of hold a bit more of the power if you retain that feedback. So yeah, that is that one. As I say, I am sorry, I am rushing a little bit. But I know we've got a lot of questions to get through. It's always the same. We either have no questions or very, very few or too many, and I have to get through them really quickly. Carp fishing. I think I answered this question in a previous video, but I am going to. He says about talking about like year end and profit, turnover, stock holdings, things like that. And I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but what I'm going to do is a video series from now on at month end, where I show a bit like Zahir's Reseller Reality, but actually looking at my profit and loss account rather than spreadsheet, and obviously show you where I need to be more cost effective, what went well, my turnover, my sales, yeah, sales are turnover, but anyway, yeah, my sales / turnover, all my costs, what my biggest costs were, where I need to become more effective in managing my costs and etc. So yeah, I'm going to do all that, and it's going to be a monthly series at the start, well, early each month, once I've done my profit and loss for the previous month. So yeah, that will probably start next month on, I don't know, like the 4th of May or something, 4th or 5th of May. Hey, May the 4th be with you. Oh yeah, I'm doing that on May the 4th. Yeah, I'll do that on May the 4th because that's Star Wars Day. So yeah, May the 4th be with you. Yeah, so we'll do that on May the 4th. Oh, I've been sidetracked now. So we'll do that video on May the 4th, and I'm going to try and do that a monthly thing. And then it means everyone can see what's going on with my turnover and profit and everything. And it gives me a video record, helps me grow, because I want to be motivated to better it month on month, because of course I'm doing it on video. So if I do have a really lousy profit, then I won't want to show it, but I'll end up having to show it. So then, you know, it'll make me more motivated to do well. Thursday Talks, this is from Fake Rachel. Snog, marry, avoid. Yes, it is a snog, marry, avoid. Barbara Windsor, Lisa Riley from You've Been Framed, and Danny DeVito. As I've said, I've mentioned, this is not just exclusively reselling related, this segment on my channel. So yeah, we are going to do this, and I'm going to answer this. So I'm going to avoid Danny DeVito, because I know that blooming Tez Nutkins will go straight down in the comments if I say I'll blooming snog him, and he'll say shag them, but I will. I hope my mother isn't watching, and yes, my mother does watch some of my videos. Yeah, so I will avoid Danny DeVito. I will, no, it's hard between these two. I think I'll snog Lisa Riley and marry Barbara Windsor. You're very free to put your comments and thoughts your thoughts in the comment section. That's what I was trying to say on that. Whether you would do it any differently. But yeah, so marry Barbara Windsor, snog Lisa Riley, and avoid Danny DeVito. Right. Oh, who's next now? Oh, a guy who I can't pronounce the name of, but I believe it's Ian Lang or something to that effect. Sorry if I did mispronounce your name, but you've given a really fantastic question. Would you still look into a large scale wholesale if you could find the right item? Yes, 99.9% yes, because it's another avenue it's another income stream. I would not do it as a main business. I like reselling too much. I like the thrill of the hunt and stuff. But it would definitely really help as a side income, a side business to the reselling. So yeah, if I was ever to do this full time, which links into another question down below. Not down below the video, I mean down below on my screen, but anyway. Yeah, if I did this full time, it would definitely help aid the money I get from reselling, doing the wholesale as well. So that's a really good question. Retro Boot Disc, do you think you'll get a regular job when you get your grades, or will you continue reselling? I've been debating for about 6 months now whether I do a full-time job or reselling, or I don't, I'm still undecided, and it's a big decision. It's not something I'm going to take lightheartedly. As I say, I've been debating it for 6 months now. A lot of questions still to answer. A lot of questions I have answered. The main ones are to do with mainly tax and stuff, but I've got that fairly sorted now, so that's okay. But I would like to, if I did ever take the step, then I would definitely get into contact with some of the other full-timers and just get a bit of advice off them, and because I mean, it's all well and good Googling things and stuff and doing all that, and you can get a lot of information, but nothing beats experience. And if I can get into contact with someone who is a full-timer, who's had that experience, then they can tell me certain things much better than things I can get maybe off Google or off other people who may not be as qualified to talk on that subject. But yeah, nothing beats the word of experience, really. So if I were to ever do it full time, which I am seriously considering, I'd definitely get in touch with some of the full timers and ask for a bit of not help but guidance and a bit of information on how they found it in the first couple of years of doing it and stuff. Right, next question, or is this the last? No, second to last question. David McGregor, what's happened to Thursday Talks? We have gone from record-breaking number of questions to none for the last few weeks. Will you be bringing out another poem to entice people in? No, I will not. But yeah, I don't know what's happened. It's 2 weeks on the trot, no questions. This week, I don't know, 7 questions or something, 7 or 8 questions. So, yeah, I don't know, but please do drop your comments below, questions below in the comment section. Did it again. For next week's Thursday Talks. And if you want to remain anonymous, and that's why you may not be asking questions, you're very welcome to message me over on my Facebook page. The link will be below, and I will just state your question and say the person wants to remain anonymous or whatever, because I know a lot of people don't like having a shout out on videos and stuff. I know a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't as well. So if that's what you're worried about, you're very welcome. If you still want to participate, but you want to remain anonymous, you can be very welcome to contact me, and we'll do it that way. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask a question is what I'm saying. What was it? You don't ask, you don't get. That's the famous saying, isn't it? Garden Speed, how do you put the cost of packing, such as tape, brown paper, on your eBay account? Please show it if possible rather than talking about it. Now, I've read this question tons, and it doesn't quite make sense. I think he means profit and loss account. How do you put the cost of packaging, such as tape and brown paper, on your profit and loss account? That makes more sense to me. But on your eBay account, it doesn't really make much sense. So I'm going to go off the basis that he's meaning profit and loss account. And the way I do that is just put a little side on the side here, side column here. I put equipment. I have a little book over there that I record my monthly equipment costs when I purchase them. I add it up at the end of the month in my book, and I transfer that figure onto the profit and loss account. It's as simple as that. And when I do this monthly series, obviously you'll see my profit and loss. You'll see how I do it anyway. So I will show you that, but obviously in a couple of weeks' time when I do that profit and loss thing. So yeah, that's everything, I think. So thanks for all your questions. Really appreciate it. We've got Thursday Talks back on track. Again, if you don't want to be shouted out in the video, you feel free to contact me directly through Facebook, and I will leave you anonymous, or you will be left anonymous. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know. It just didn't sound quite right. You will be left anonymous. Anyway. Yeah, and obviously drop your questions below for next week if you have any. And as always, they don't have to be reselling related. They can be about life in general. I don't know, hobbies. I've not had many questions about hobbies. That'd be quite a nice one. So if you want to drop your questions below about my hobbies, that'd be quite a nice one to answer. All manner business. Just anything, reselling related or not. I really enjoy all the questions I receive. And also, thanks for 400 subscribers. And just before I go, I will show you a couple of pickups I've got over the past 2 days. I had loads in my room, and I couldn't be bothered bringing them all through. So I've just brought through a couple, and I'll just show you those. So first off, we just have this Mamma Mia sealed box set. I think it's the gift box set it's called. Paid £3, and that's going on FBA. Well, it's not got any FBA offers, but there's one guy merchant fulfilled for £17.20 odd. So I'm going to shoot for £24.99 on that up at FBA. So that's that. And yes, you will be very, very surprised. Electronics on my channel. What is this doing here? This is a Goodman's. I don't know. It's similar to the Walkman. I picked it up because it was £2. No, there was no other reason I picked it up. I've heard of Goodman's before, but I don't think it's like a mega extraordinary brand or anything. But I honestly don't even know what I'll get back for it. So I just picked it up blind. I wanted to explore this niche a bit more. And if I see one again, I'll probably pick it up. I'll probably, depending on what my research tells me, I might not pick it up if it's Goodman's again. But depends, it might be valuable. But yeah, definitely I'd pick it up if it was Sony or something. But yeah, I just got that, thought it was pretty cool. Came with the headphones as well, so that was pretty cool. And if nothing else, I'll just have the headphones for myself. If it doesn't, you know, if it really doesn't have any value, I could just scrap that and then keep the headphones for myself. Although I don't think the headphones are all that great, to be honest. But I do need a new pair of headphones, and I may as well just have these. Well, they're not that bad, they're quite comfortable. Yeah, so I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, as always, and don't forget to check out my website and my Facebook page below. And again, I've said it about 5 times in this video, but don't forget to put your questions below for next week's episode, which will be episode 18. God, crazy. See you soon, guys.